What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Today we continue the Gauntlet series where we put the Sennheiser Momentum 3s up against my top 5 earbuds in my collection. And right now they go up against my number 3 earbud, which was normally my favorite earbud all around, the Sony WF-1000XM4s. So there we'll go head to head, and I really couldn't wait for this comparison video because I really wanted to put them up against them right away, but there's a succession rather that we go through. So we're finally here. Let's go ahead and take a look at these right now. Okay, here we are, the head-to-head battle of the Sony WF-1000XM4s versus the Sennheiser Momentum 3s. I'm just going to shorten the names a little bit. We're going to call this one the Momentum 3s, and we'll go with XM4s on the Sonys. So that way, I'm not saying a mouthful every time I talk about them. Okay, first off, let's talk money. Okay, Sonys, they go for $278, either on their website and on Amazon. The Momentum 3s, here I go again. The Momentum 3s, they go for $249.99 on their website and also on Amazon. Okay, as we take a look at the cases, you can see both of them are pocketable. I really do like the soft fabric on the Momentum case. Let's go ahead and don't take nothing away from the matte black on the Sonys. Very small. Actually, the Sony case is smaller than the Momentum 3 case, and it's thinner, as you can see, than that case. But they're both still pocketable, in my opinion. Okay, let's go ahead and before we crack it open, I was ready to go jump in there. Let's talk about the features. Okay, first off, for Bluetooth, these are both rocking Bluetooth 5.2. They both support SBC and AAC. However, the XM4s support LDAC, where the Momentum 3 support aptX and aptX adaptive. Okay, as far as battery life, you will get 8 hours maximum on the Sony earbuds, as opposed to the 7 hours on the Momentum 3s. With the case, you'll get a total of 24 hours with the XM4s and 28 hours with the with the Momentum 3s. Obviously, usage will vary these numbers depending on how you use the earbuds, volume, active noise canceling, and etc. Okay, so both of these earbuds are IPX water resistant, so you can have them in the gym. You ain't got to worry about sweating one of them. You can go out, get caught in the rain with them on. You're perfectly okay on that. Neither earbud has multi-point connectivity. However, the Momentum 3 should receive that. Like a little bug flew on me. Should receive multi-point functionality with a future update. I'm hoping that sooner than later. Once that happens, I will drop a video. We'll go through and test that. However, the Sony XM4s, I'm really wishing they would do an update for these to get the multi-point connectivity, and they may sometime in the future. But now that the XM5 over-the-ear headphones are out, and that has multi-point connectivity, I'm thinking they might release the next iteration of these earbuds with that feature before they update these ones. That's just my speculation there. You can take that with a grain of salt, but that's what I think. Okay, each earbud has 3 mics each on them to help with active noise canceling as well as phone calls. And this, like I said, the only other special feature is that the Sony support the DSEE Extreme function, which is good for compressed audio, files that you may have. If you do have it, I recommend you definitely take advantage of that feature. Now, as we take a look at, let me move these cases a little bit. Let's take a look at the earbuds themselves. You can see the Sony XM3 earbud, rather. I'm going to say case. Earbud, excuse me, is much bigger, or not much bigger, but bigger than the Momentum 3. The XM3 obviously takes on a circular shape, whereas the Momentum 3 takes a more square shape, kind of like the CX Plus, the CX Plus earbud. They both, once they're in your ear, they both are secure. In my opinion, they twist and they lock in, and I have them in. I don't have to worry about them falling out. I get a good secure fit. I get a great seal, mainly because of with the Momentums, it's this wing tip, which I switched out from the one that came out of the box. I went, swapped it out for a larger one, and with the Sony, they just naturally fit my ear perfectly. I guess that's the ergonomics of it, I guess. But I put it in with the Comply foam tips. I put that in, twist and lock, no problem. They stay in all day. I don't have ear fatigue or anything like that. Actually, I have not experienced ear fatigue on either one of these earbuds, which is a very good plus, especially when I use them the way I use them anyway. I use them one at a time, and I have them in for hours at a time on my job, because I like to listen to other things while I work. So that's the way these guys look. Okay, so we got the cases. We took a look at. We got the pricing down. We got all the specs and features on it. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Both earbuds support fast charging. Now, I know in my previous video, I said that the Momentum 3's case did not support fast charging. I did correct the record on the video after that, and cut in on the same video. That was my mistake. They do support it, as well as the Sony XM4's case, which is very good. You can sit them down for about 15 minutes. I believe you get like 10 minutes for the Sennheisers, gives you about an hour. I think it's 15 minutes for the Sony's, give you about the exact same amount of time, which is excellent. But when you use them one at a time like I do, just their regular charging time doubles. So, but it's always good to have that feature. All right, so with that being said and everything else being covered, let's go ahead and do what we came to do and check the sound for these guys. We're going to test two songs. I have been going with Lenny Kravitz and Public Enemy because of totally different genres. You got different types of sound, but I'm going to switch it up for these guys. We're going to go to, let me grab my phone here. Okay. First, before we do the sound thing, and I was about to jump completely over this, we're going to go into the apps. My apologies on that. I'm getting a little excited. I really want to see these two go at it, see where they at between each other. This one, the Momentum 3s have already been through the Liberty 3 Pros and the Evos, and I'm just excited to see how these two will go head to head. Okay, so first, let's go ahead and get the Momentum 3s hooked in. Let me crack these open. Okay, let's see. Oh, where am I at? I'm so excited I can't contain myself. I'm almost ready for this. Okay, so we got that already hooked in. They're already paired up. Let's go ahead and get in. I'm going to put these in real quick. Okay. We're going to go ahead and go into the app. Okay, smart control. Fires up. It's connecting to the Momentum 3s, and here we are. Okay, so I like the fact that they have a black tone, so then we can go ahead and take a look at that. All right, so here we go. All right, so now on there, you see the actual picture of the earbuds. Then you see the battery strength. They do not have one for the case, which I hope in the future update they do. They got connection status that's connected here. And then, of course, you got your connections, which gives you a list of all your paired devices. Of course, it tells you at the top, you only connect to one device at a time. And then, but with the update that gives multi-point connection, you'll be able to do two, obviously. So let's go back in. And then you got your equalizer. You got a 3-band equalizer here, which is very nice. You can go ahead and set up. You got your bass, you got your mids, and your treble. I like that classic V. Gives me what I want. Then, of course, you got the bass boost. And, of course, you can do it for podcasts, which emphasizes speech. Bass boost and gives you intense, gives you more intense bass. That bass just hits harder than with that. So that's what that is. Of course, you got the sound check. So go in. You can go ahead and set up different, give presets for the sound, depending, how you want it. And it depends on like different genres, like say your bass, not bass, but your preset for your equalizer different from rap music to rock music to country music, and so to R&B music, and so on and so forth. You can check individual ones there, make it easier to switch between, which is pretty cool. Okay, and then of course when you get down here, we got the transparency mode. You got off, you got with music. Now I hear everything. When it was in off status, it felt like it was in active noise canceling mode. Everything is like quiet. I feel like I had to yell, but then I put it on with music. Now I can hear my voice, and I don't have to yell. So then, of course, you got the slider here. I always have a problem with this. You can slide it back all the way down, which then gives you that almost passive, excuse me, that almost like a passive active noise canceling. And then you can go back the other way, and you can say exactly how much ambient noise you want, along with your music, how much more noise you want to allow in. Of course, with the mic pause music, you can still do it. You can put it down all the way down to where you hear nothing or almost nothing, and then you can go all the way back up where you got the maximum ambient sound available even when you pause your music. It doesn't go completely to ANC or passive ANC. All right, now if you scroll down a little further, you got the adaptive noise canceling triggers. You got off right now. We can put it to on. I get a beep in the air, and then you also the transparency mode automatically turns off. Now this is your wavelengths, how the noise comes in, it hits that wall, and then it deadens out. Now if we go with anti-wind, let that hit. Okay, now, excuse me. Now you see how the wavelengths are, your sound waves go in, and then they narrow out, hit the wall, and then it may fluctuate here on in, but the bulk of the wind is negated. And then, of course, when you hit off, I got that chime again, and then it's back to just allowing noise to pass through with no protection there. Let me go ahead and put this back on music. That way, I don't feel like I'm yelling at you guys. All right, so then, of course, you go down, you got touch controls. You can go ahead and customize. Okay, then you have your each earbud. You have your left and right. I haven't changed these yet, but you can go in and change them this is for music and transparency mode, volume and everything like that, noise canceling, everything. You can switch. You got all 3 taps plus a tap and hold function that you can utilize for those. And then when you go into the phone calls, if you slide over, go in these through here, or for phone calls, you got the single tap and double tap. You can single tap the answer or answering in, double tap to reject. And then of course down here, you can just turn them all off altogether and not have to worry about any of that. I don't know who would want that, but that's good that that's there. All right, so then of course if we go over, slide over to settings, now you're in here where we got the firmware update. You got play pause, you can always turn off and turn back on. Basically, you can take your earbud out, the music stops, pauses, you put it back in, it resumes. You can turn that on and off if you like. I normally keep that on. Auto accept call, I never turn this on no matter what earbud I have. But some people prefer to have it on, so when the phone rings, it goes right up and you're talking immediately. I always turn that off. Auto, excuse me, auto power off. Basically, when your earbuds is on standby, you're like, say for instance, you take one out. Like example, me at work, if I have to leave my office to go attend to something, I normally take my earbud out. Sometimes I just sit it on my desk, go take care of what I got to take care of and come back. Sometimes if it's a little longer than expected, like 15 minutes is what this is set to. If it's longer than 15 minutes, the earbud would turn off, and then I have to put it into the case and to reactivate it, and then put it back in, and then I'm off and running again. No big deal. But that's for save battery life, and it's a great tool there. Okay, you got your excuse me, allergies. You got your tone and voice prompts. You can go in there. You can set it to off, tone only, or voice and tone prompts. I do both. I'm greedy like that. And then of course you got the voice prompt language, of course, which is English here in the United States, but in other countries you will have different options there. Okay, so then of course the codec, I haven't been able to dive into that one yet. It just says no audio stream. So we'll see what's going on. Maybe if I when we go do the test, I'll bring this up and see what that's all about when we do the sound test. Okay, then of course you got the model name. Then you got factory reset, which of course is self-explanatory. And then of course you got your sound zones, where you can set your parameters, I guess, for your earbuds, depending on where you are. Say you're at the gym, you're at work, the library, mom's house, things of that nature, grocery store, place like you can create certain parameters as far as active noise canceling. I'm guessing your EQ, things of that nature. You can set those parameters per location, and once you're in that certain location, when it's using the location feature in your phone, they'll automatically switch to those settings, which is very cool. I probably won't use that ever, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool concept. Okay, then of course you got your tiles. These are what will show up in your app when you're using it. I got everything but the sound zones available on the front. So on the front page, so I don't have to worry about seeing that. And then and of course you can always turn those off and on. It's depending on which ones you want, which ones you don't want. Okay, and of course the discovery one in the center just gives you an option to where you can take advantage and actually check out some of their other products there. Okay, so that is the case. That is not the that is the case for the app of the Momentum True Wireless 3 earbuds. And okay, so what we're going to do is now let's go ahead and get these out. Let those disconnect. Man, they disconnect quickly. And close that. So it says disconnected on the Momentum 3s down here. It says it right there. We're going to go ahead and close this app. We're going to double check to make sure they are disconnected. They are. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go into here. What we're going to do, we're going to pop open the XM4s. You see they already up. See with these comply tip, I squeeze them a little bit, and then I'll go ahead and drop them in, because then they reform up to this to my ear, to the shape of my ear canal, and gives me that seal that I want, that I desire. Beautiful. All right, we got them in. All right, let's go ahead and, of course, you can. I don't know where that was, but anyway. All right, you can go ahead and see XM4s are set up. So let's go ahead and go into their app, headphones. All right, now you see here at the top, you got battery strength for all three, left earbud, right, and the case. Okay, and then of course you go into your status. It tells you your adaptive sound controls, location, you frequent, and then you can go into that status if you want. Right now the sound is at 12, but I let that be. And of course you have your audio play, your play, pause, skip, and reverse tracks. You got your volume slider here. Okay, then we go into sound. And now you can go into, you got ambient control. You can drop that down. You can select noise canceling. And that really got good. And it was immediate switch. Like, immediate. Like, I couldn't hear anything. Let me go back to the ambient sound. Let me turn this down. Let me see. Why do I keep doing that? I do it every time. Here, let's try this one. All right. Now that even got quiet. All right, so go back to, let's go. All right, that's 20. Let's go to 10. Okay, that's kind of comfortable. All right, and then of course you have off. And then it's like a mixture of the two. It's more of a noise canceling than ambient sound, but it's a little mixing of the two. I can hear like little bit of everything like that I have going on here. All right, so we'll go to ambient sound and we'll turn this all the way up. That way I don't have to yell. Okay, because their noise canceling is ridiculous. Okay, and then you can have focus on voice. It will focus on you talking or people talking to you while canceling out everything in the background. Let me move this up a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let me fix this camera. Let me drop this camera down a little bit and we'll compensate a little bit. There we go. Because I know with that white backdrop, it makes it hard. I want to see. Give me a second here, everybody. Nope. There is nothing. Let me see. Okay. No, I was hoping there was a dark mode that you can switch on, but obviously you can't, so we'll just press on. Okay, so now you got the speak to chat version option, which you can turn on and turn off. So basically when you start talking, it will either pause or stop your music, and then after a while, once you're done talking, it will resume your music or turn it back on. Okay, and then you got your equalizer, which actually you do have a physical equalizer. Then you can go in. You got some presets like bright, which I have it on right now. Excited, mellow, relax, vocal, treble boost, bass boost, speech, manual, custom 1 and custom 2 are your ones that you can customly make. And if you hit the gear down here, you go in and you can, use the rocker here to wherever you like. And just do it like that. And then, if you want your bass boost, you can turn that up to +10, or let's go back down a little bit. We'll say right here, right there. Okay. So now that's custom 2. And then as you can see, it now represents here on the screen, but you don't have to use it. You can swing and go back to bright and everything. So that's a pretty cool feature. Of course, you have the 360 audio setup, reality audio setup. I haven't used that at all. Basically, you got use a 360 app. You have to go and install it to actually be able to take advantage of that feature. Okay, then you got your connection quality. You can select either stable connection or sound. Sometimes I usually go with sound, but since I use my earbuds a lot, individually, the connection is more important. Okay, dude, I just want to get out of it. All right. Then, of course, like I said, they have that DSEE Extreme feature down here at the bottom here. You can turn that off and on. And that, like I said, if you have compressed audio files and you want to get the most out of them, you want to turn that on. Okay, and let's go into system. All right, and then of course you got your voice assistant. I have it on do not use. That way I can make sure I can use my earbuds one at a time. I know that was a problem with the XM3s, but unless you turned off the assistant, you couldn't use them individually. But I'm not gonna go down that road. Okay, so you can do that. You can either set up to use Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa, or for a different one. Say for instance, if you're using these with an Apple device, you got Siri, or with a Samsung's Bixby, you can use it that way as well. You can just switch that one on. Okay, and then of course you got the touch sensors. We can go in and hit the gear, and then you can go ahead and select what you want. So on the left earbud, you can select either ambient sound control, playback control, volume, or not assigned at all. I have it on my left side. I have it on my ambient sound, so I can tap and hit, ambient sound or noise canceling. And if you keep and hold it, if you press and hold the left one, they'll give you like quick attention, which basically means if someone's coming to talk to you, you hold down that left earbud and it pauses your music or lowers your music, I believe, automatically, and then you can hear and have a conversation with anyone else, anyone you want, or anyone who's talking to you. You remove your finger, and your music comes back up, and you continue to rock on. All right, on the right side, of course, you got the drop down. You can pick whatever one you want, either volume, any of the four. Even I chose for playback controls, and then of course you can go single tap, double tap, and triple tap. So you can do, or if you go say volume control, it will switch. Press press the raise volume, and then continue pressing, it will lower the volume. So if you press and run, it'll start to go up, and then it will start to go down. So a single tap will do that, but if you tap and hold, it will lower. I just use ambient. I just use my what do I have it on? No, I had it on playback. Okay, so I don't have to worry about that. I wish they give you more options with the volume, but like the press and hold, let that be volume. But you can't do that because of over here they have it for quick attention. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and cancel that so that way they don't change any settings I have. Then of course you have your ambient sound control, which ones you want. Like say for instance, if I tap on the left earbud, it will say noise canceling. And tap on it again, it will say ambient sound. And then I'll go back, it will say noise. It'll just bounce between the two. It will not say, it will never turn it off. So that's what that is. Then you got your determine optimal ears. You can do a hearing test. That way it will test to make sure that you got the proper fit for your audio. And then of course you can compare all the sizes. I already did that the one time and said I got a good fit. But you can always test that just to make sure. Say for instance, if you change ear tips, you go to like a spin fit or a third aftermarket comply foam ear tip, and you put that on there, and you want to go ahead and run that test to make sure you got the right fit. Okay, and then of course you can turn on, it says pause when headphone is taken out. Basically, when you take one earbud out of your ear, it will pause the music, pause the video if you're watching it, depending on the app. And when you put it back in, everything resumes. Of course, notification guide. Of course, you turn that on, and then of course you have English. Of course, if you drop it down, you go to that drop down. You have a whole bunch of different languages you can choose from. Okay, and then of course automatic download, yes please. I just have it set for automatic. It doesn't matter if I'm on Wi-Fi or not. You want that update when that update's available. Okay, then of course you got your information, which is basically tips, and if there's updates, you'll get notification on that. And if you're doing like any type of activity, you got that option there too. So that's it for the Sony WF-1000XM4 app, or the Sony app for the 1000XM4s. So now let's go ahead and get into what we came to get to, and that's the sound test. All right, so now let me go ahead and I'm gonna grab a different song here. I've been using Public Enemy and Lenny Kravitz for a while for the last couple videos, so we're gonna switch it up. Let's see. Oh, okay. I got it. I got one. Another one that I like. Where's it at? Okay. We'll go with Hall & Oates' Private Eye. Because they got some good instrumental in there as well. So let's go ahead and rock to that. Let's make sure we're at 100%. We are at 100%. Okay. And here we go. Okay. Once it loads, here we go. All right, hold on, because it got me start from the beginning. All right, because it started right in the middle of a verse. I want to get all of it. All right, so pardon me for that. All right, now we're starting. Let's go. Okay, yep, that's what I wanted. I wanted the guitar at the beginning. Now, mind you, I'm not using my custom setting. I'm just using one of the basic ones, the bright one, I believe. Yeah. Ooh, I like it. I love this. Yeah. I, uh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Like it. Like it. Okay. I was clapping along with the song. I like that. All right. So these get really loud. Now, mind you, I was just using, like I said, I was just using the bright setting and the equalizer. I did not activate my custom setting. I just wanted to see how it would do on a factory setting, how loud it got, where the bass was. Now, this song primarily did not have the bass. It by design, it doesn't have that bass kick. But what it does have is a lot of instruments, a lot of excuse me, a lot of bass guitars, keyboards, and you can hear them all. Excuse me. The vocals are loud. They're there, but they're not crisp. I mean, I'm not an audiophile, and I'm starting to sound like one. They look. I think they nitpick sometimes, but it's all good. I just think, just listening to it, you get loud enough. It gets very loud, good enough for me. But like I said, the vocals are up front, and these are just regular. These are stock settings. These are that I'm using. So it's great. It's a great sound, and like I said, this song primarily does not have the bass that we would expect. But It sounded really, really good. I can't wait to get to try the Momentum 3s on it. All right, so while we got that, let's go to our second song. We're gonna try another one here. Let's see. We're gonna do. Who should we get? Here we go. I got one. Or should I use that one? Yeah, I'll use that one. Let me see. Where's it at? All right. I lost my. I had one, but then I lost it. So let me think of another one. Let's see. We'll go with DMX. Oh no, actually, you know what? Let's do Rough Riders. Yeah. What's the name of the song? Let me see. Dang it. Yeah, let's do the Rough Riders anthem. Sorry, guys. Taking so long. All right, so okay, let me see. All right, let's do that. Okay, okay, here we go. Ooh, okay, we had 100%. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that bass is hitting. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to. Yeah, this is definitely rocking. All right, okay, okay. I could just jam out to that. The bass is hitting on these, and these were with the factory bright settings that they are. Like I said, I have not used the custom one that you just saw me make. I did not have that turned on. I had went back to the bright ones, and the bass is thumping on these right out of the box on that. So okay, so that's gonna be tough to beat. That's gonna be tough to beat. And with the active noise canceling turned on, I couldn't hear anything when we tried that before. So let me. All right, I'll leave that verdict for afterwards. Okay, so that was the 1000 XM4s we used on DMX and on Hall & Oates' Private Eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and switch these off, and we're gonna go back over to the Momentum 3s. Let's go ahead and get these out. Let them disconnect. Okay. All right, and now we're back into the Momentum 3s. All right, got the connected chime. We're going to lock them in. All right, here we go. You see, they're already connected. They're both connect really quick to your phone or your device. Cause I even use it on my laptop or my tablet here. I use it on my Ultra S8 Ultra, which is awesome. All right, so first thing we're gonna do, all is fair. We're gonna go back to Hall & Oates. We're gonna do them first. Let's go back. Private Eyes. All right. Oh, okay. Definitely louder. Yeah. Okay. The vocals are more clear, and I can actually hear the kick drum. Yeah, I like this. Here I go again. Okay. I had way too much fun with that. All right, so all right, let me. They okay. I love these guys, but they're losing the battle today. They're really losing this battle. All right, let's go ahead and get over to DMX. All right, let's back to Rough Riders Anthem. All right, we at 100. Let's go back. Here we go. Oh, okay. All right, we stopping right now. All right. What in the world? Okay. Oh no, that's just not even fair. Okay, go ahead. We're gonna finish. We're gonna finish. Okay, these are cooking. All right, hold on. We got to find something out. I need the second screen. All right, I need to go in here and I need it because these things are cooking right now. They are in. They are. Let's go into this equalizer. Okay. All right. So now what we're gonna do, in all fairness, We're gonna go back to the Sonys and we're gonna put that custom in because man, they was getting cooked. Them so, them Sennheisers was incredible in that setting. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go back in and now this is the first time I actually had that setting. Well, I had other ones set the way I wanted them, but I didn't have these ones. So in all fairness, we're gonna go in and we're gonna do this. Let's go back in. Let's go into sound. Let's go. All right, so now we're gonna use that one because they got cooked on both songs. So let's go ahead and start this back up. Mm, 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 mm. Okay. All right. There's that bass. Okay. Momentum 3 still get louder, but the bass is equal on this song. Yep. All right, now they're okay. So, all right, so now they were set to specific parameters that I set, and the bass is equal on these. However, the Momentum 3s do get louder at max volume than the Sonys. So, and with even though they get much louder, the vocals are a little bit or more clear, more crisper, and you get better sound separation. Let's go back to Hall of Notes real quick on the Sonys, and see what, and let's go there. Okay. Yeah, these still get louder. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. The vocals are good. Oh, yeah. Okay. You gotta do it every time. You have to do that. Okay. All right. Now, okay. All things being equal, we've got them on my personal settings. Your settings may vary, and that's fine. But I wanted to make sure I did them on a even playing field. And to be honest with you, let me go ahead and get out of here. RIP to DMX. Big ups to Hall of Notes on that. Okay, so all things being equal, the Momentum 3s, I will give them the win on sound, or volume rather, or sound when it's at max volume. They are louder than the XM4s. The vocals are more clearer, and the instrumental separation is more prevalent or more noticeable in the XM4s than over the XM3s. Although, like I said, these were my all-around favorite earbuds, and they still rank in my. They're still ranking my top 3 as for right now. But I didn't call a winner in the other 2 videos. I just gave my assessment. But this was one of the battles. Then these upcoming 2 other ones is the ones that I really wanted to test these guys against, because they are the upper echelon in my collective. So once again, if I gotta call a winner, I'm gonna call it for the Momentum 3s. These are still good. I still pull these out the bag more. But I guess they'll still get their play. Trust me. Anybody in my top 10 will definitely be in the rotation. It's definitely get some play time. But I have to give it to the Momentum 3s on this one. Like I said, I didn't call a winner in the last 2, but I'm calling one on this one because, man, even with my personal settings, it just couldn't hold up as far as sound and especially at max volume. Now, granted, I don't listen to my music at max volume. I'm usually between 50 and 60. That's my comfortable range. But for these reviews, I do put it at max volume, just so I can give you my interpretation of the sound and things of that nature. So, okay, that is the part of 3 of the Gauntlet series. Sennheiser Momentum 3s went head to head with the Sony WF-1000XM4s. I thank you guys for sticking with me to the end. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button at the bottom. If you want to continue stick and see the rest of the series as well as any other videos I got coming up, down the pipe, go and hit hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when any of my other videos drop. Once again, thank you for coming by, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.